2 of this today's faculty development program will going to embase your knowledge on the topic pre-incubation fostering innovation in science and technology. And for the continuity of this session, I would like to request Dr. Preeti Chandurkar to share her knowledge with us, as she is a Dean Professor and Innovation and Chief Coordinator, Virak E-Yuva Center, Career College, Bhopal. She has over 15 years of teaching experience and research experience, significantly contributing to the academic and intellectual growth of students. Her dedication and expertise have been recognized through various awards and honors, including Best Senior Teacher Award from Microbiologist Society India in 2023 and the Best Teacher Award from SRI Lakshmi Narayana Society of Education and Environment Awareness in 2017. And above all, she was awarded the prestigious Virak E-Yuva project in 2021, where she was the only one from Central India receiving a grant amount of 2.66 crore, underscoring her leadership and innovative approach in biotechnology. Her academic journey includes being a PhD guide in BU, Bhopal, MGU, Raisin, and RNTU, Bhopal. She is the head of the Entrepreneurship Development and Innovative Council and the Women Empowerment Cell at the Career College, Bhopal. She has been actively involved as a resource person in numerous national and international conferences, workshops, etc. Dr. Preeti has published 4 patents and 40 research papers, further underscoring her impact in the field of biotechnology with her extensive experience through guiding and monitoring students. Dr. Preeti continues to shape the future of biotechnology, education, and research, leaving a legacy at a career college, Bhopal. So, ma'am, I would like to request to continue with this session. Mic is all yours, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Astha Madam, and thank you so much, Ashish sir, and the whole organizing committee from Department of Biotechnology, Bansal Institute of Technology, Lucknow, for organizing this wonderful event, and especially the topic that is entrepreneurship, incubation, and innovation, which is actually the need of the hour. And now, government is also not focusing on the basic research, which has been continuous since the decades. So now we are looking forward to some innovation, which is, for the benefit of society, for the benefit of environment. So that is which we are all looking forward here. So I'm also being the faculty member as well as the chief coordinator for Bharat Yuva project, as Madam rightly said. So we are all gathered here to identify this ecosystem of entrepreneurship and how this incubation system can help to develop an innovative idea to actually a commercialized venture. Okay, so I'll be sharing my presentation with all of you. I hope I'm properly audible now.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible to all, everything.
Okay. So is my presentation visible to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. So my topic is pre-incubation, fostering innovation in science and technology, idea to innovation. So as we all are faculty members here, so we will be discussing that how, as a faculty member, you can, motivate your students to get into some research which is innovation based, which is innovative, and how you being a faculty members can be successful entrepreneurs. And thirdly, which is also very important, that how you can take your institution, to become an incubation center. So how you can help in that regard. So we will be discussing in these three majorly points. So first of all, we have to understand that what is this pre-incubation thing. So the pre-incubation is basically a structured program where it is like a bridge between the research and the commercialization. So what happens in this? Say for example, a student comes to you that, madam, I have a very good idea in my mind, and now I have to develop a product, and I'm thinking of commercializing it. So what you will do? I'm looking forward for an interactive session. I wanted to really know that you, being a faculty member, what you exactly do about it. Can anybody answer? I'm sharing my screen, so I'm unable to see any one of you, but can you please answer? Hello? Yeah. Yes. When a students, you are a faculty member, when a student comes to you that, madam, I have an idea and have to do some research. I want to start my startup. So what do you suggest them or how you take them? Anything. Or you can say just move on or get lost. I have more work to do. I have to teach you. I have to do other research work. I have to do my documentation, my NAC work, accreditation work. I don't think so. Any faculty members can say like that. This, but of course we guide the students, right? So how you guide them? What is your first step in guidance?
Market search, ma'am.
Superb. So you like suggested कि better just don't come with an idea. You do some research. You do some market research. You do some comparison, right? So
Yes,
you
ma'am.
identify your potential competitors or how you can, improvise or improve your idea. That you, I think you all the faculty members suggest like that, right? So what this pre-incubation program does is, first of all, this gives these early stage researchers, these students, they give a platform where they can use the resources which are available, and of course the guidance, so they can develop, they can utilize your guidance or mentorship which is being provided by you or the other faculty members or industry partners or stakeholders like some different entrepreneurs. So they use your guidance and resources to develop their ideas, or you can say refine their ideas, and then they can think of transition their ideas to a viable venture. Okay, so what this pre-incubation helps, it helps in nurturing the idea, it helps in validating the idea, whether the idea is actually feasible or not. Okay, suppose a student comes up, like he can say, madam, I want to develop a time machine. So what you will say? You will say, बेटा रात में सोए नहीं थे क्या ढंग से, सपना अपना तो नहीं देख लिया कोई, right? So the feasibility of idea is very important actually, that idea is feasible or not. So that a faculty member or mentors, that they need to identify this. So you need to refine the raw idea which the students comes with, which the you faculty members comes with. So how you do that? So the role, what are the roles of an pre-incubation? Their role is to support this early stage startup by refining their ideas, then helping them validate their concept, whether their idea is feasible or not. And of all, they provide mentorship and resources to the students. Because the students need guidance. First of all, they look to their teachers, then they go for various research institutions or if similar entrepreneur or startup is working on some similar products like them, so they will be doing this. So by providing the resources can include the lab facilities, the workspace, mentorship comes from industry partners, entrepreneurs, faculty members, research institutions, funding agencies also mentor. And after that, you go for funding, because ultimately what you require, if you have an idea, you have a proper concept, or you say you have a prototype of it. But ultimately what you require, पैसा सबको चाहिए, बिना पैसा कुछ नहीं होने वाला है, right? So you require what? Funding is very important. So what are the benefits of pre-incubation program, which I've already discussed? So for innovators, it is like they'll be getting advice from mentors, they'll be getting some networking opportunities from stakeholders, industry partners and all. And for the ecosystem and for the society, a new technology or idea or product will come, right? So these are the benefits of pre-incubation. And the key component again include the mentorship guidance, access to resources, and what we do is we organize specific workshops, specific one-on-one training to the students with the industry partner, with the related entrepreneurs, so that they can refine their ideas more. So let's understand what are the stages of pre-incubation and fostering innovation. So first stage is, of course, that they should have an idea. So idea generation and exploration. So how do we generate? What can you do is you can, ask students to sit in a group and brainstorm. And once you brainstorm, then call me as a mentor, as a teacher, and then I'll advise you. Okay? So they will think of some innovative thing, they'll think of some innovative idea which will depend on some unmet needs, which will depend on environmental issues, which will depend on societal issues, right? So you need to encourage this diverse ideas, you need to encourage them. And after, what you do is you can ask them to, go for market analysis, go for market research. What are the trends available? What is the need? What are the opportunities which is there? Okay. And what are the competitors? And if your idea is feasible or not. Okay. What is the demand of the market? And what is, which is already there in the market? Okay. So let's understand some unmet needs and solutions. So first of all, you have to understand that there are a lot of unmet needs which you need to identify. I have taken one example of this, like Vidal test. This test is for, of course, we all know that this is used to diagnose typhoid. But this test takes around 5 to 6 days of getting a positive result. Okay, but what if the patient is suffering from typhoid and he don't know after even 5th or 6th day that he's suffering from typhoid? So what the doctor actually does, they give antibiotics. That start using antibiotics. These are the symptoms. So you might have typhoid. So start taking these antibiotics. So these antibiotics. Say for example, if the result will be negative, then what happens? Then these antibiotics actually can harm you. They can also have negative effects on your body, right? So this is an unmet need, that a test need to be there which can give you result with a low concentration in 1 day or at least 2 days, right? So that problem does not get severe. Another thing is this bulky X-ray machines. What happens if one met with an accident? Then टूटा फूटा इंसान जाएगा एक्सरे के लिए, फिर वो बोलेंगे ऐसे आप अपना एंगल बनाओ, वैसे एंगल बनाओ, और इंसान तो ऑलरेडी टूटा फूटा है और वो और 2-4 हड्डियां टूट जाएंगी उसमें. So this is, there should be a system which is patient friendly, or that can comfort the patient, that can go to the patient and not the patient has to go to the machine. So one company named Handheld X-ray generator, Linux technology. They have developed one AI-based solution for that. And there's this machine available, which is portable. Okay, so these are kind of, so I have some actually quoted some examples which by which you can understand that how you can think of an idea. Okay, now the next step is concept development. That once you have the idea, now you have to refine it. You have to refine the ideas. You have to do research. Then you have to do value proposition for it. Okay, you have to identify the potential impact of your idea. And of course, you have to do a little bit of prototyping of it, like you can develop a model of it, or you can just draw a drawing of it if model cannot be developed. So at least one can get a visualize, one can get to know, one can visualize your concept. Okay, so when we visualize things, then we take it more seriously, right? And we understand it more. So that is there, that initial prototyping should be done. And after this competition analysis, you have to know what are the competitors, whether your product is better than them or not, or what, how you can refine your product, how you can make your product better than the products which are already available in the market. Next thing is validation. Once you have idea and you have refined it, then you have to validate your idea. So what you can do is what you can make some prototype or some product and you go to customer, and then you can engage some customers to get feedback, and that's how you can validate your idea. Or you can do pilot testing. You can do a small scale test to assess feasibility and gather insights. Apart from that, you can do business model testing, where you can make your business models and then put to different stakeholders, and then get their feedbacks. Then how is your idea can be validated from them. Okay. Next is team formation and development. Your idea is there, the idea is refined, it is validated, it is very good. Now what? One person cannot do all the things, right? So what you have to do is you have to form a team. You have to build a team. So the team should be necessarily, they have to have some skills. They have to know the basic thing of your idea, and you have to bridge the skill gaps and provide them training and mentorship that this your product is about this thing, and you have to have knowledge or you have to have skills related to the product. Okay, and apart from that, you have to also define the roles and responsibility of the individual team members. That's how you can work in team, and that's how a startup actually succeeds. Planning and strategy. Then you have a team. Now you have to plan that what you have to do. Now you have a prototype ready, but you have to commercialize it finally. So what you have to do, you have to go for funding agencies. You have to go to funding agencies. You have to go for, if funding is not available, what you can do is you can strategic partnership. You can do partnership with people who can support you in developing your idea, or who can actually give you funds. Financial support is there. Apart from financial support, other types of supports like support of resources, like support of manpower is there. So other people can help you in this way. So planning and strategy is very important once you validate your idea. And then the mentorship and support. You have to seek continuous mentorship by the experts of the industry, by the experts, those who have already, those who have successful startups. Okay, and those who can actually support you for developing your product, or actually can go for commercialization of product. Then resource access, those who can allow you to actually access their resources which are available, because if you require a lot of big bulky machines, so of course those machines comes costly, and nobody is going to give you fund for purchasing machines. Okay, so if you tie up or if you seek for support, then you can have the resources which can actually give you funds, or who can actually give you resources. Machines can be
Sandeep,
provided.
sorry to
Okay.
interrupt now. Sandeep Yadav, please mute your mic.
Next is preparation for incubation. Now everything is set. What you need to do is, now pre-incubation part is almost over. Now you have to incubate your idea. Your concept is ready. Now this you have to analyze that the readiness level of your idea, the team for formal incubation. Then you have to go for documentation. A lot of documentation work is required if you want to have a start. Okay, and where you have to register, what are the agencies available and who can give you funds. So you have to apply for those funds. So application part and documentation part is the last one that you have to now go for the documentation work or application work. So as faculty members you are, so you seek for a lot of funding schemes. So I'll be discussing a lot of funding schemes which are there in India. Government funding scheme. Apart from government funding scheme, there are a lot of private agencies who provide funds. Okay, so I have listed a few. First is the BIRAC Silver Scheme. BIRAC is what? BIRAC is Biotechnology Industry Research Assistant Council. But this BIRAC doesn't just support biotechnology students. Okay, it supports the whole life science students, even the engineering students. So under this, I'll be discussing this scheme in quite detail later on. Next scheme is SIBRI. SIBRI is Small Business Innovation Research Initiative. This is also a scheme by BARAC. And this actually helps the small and medium enterprises and startups which are engaged in not just biotechnology, I would say, which are engaged in life science streams. Okay. Then the other BARAC scheme is big scheme, that is Biotechnology Industry Ignition Grant. So this big scheme also supports the students as well as the faculty members. So the students, those who have some idea, or those who have might reach to TRL 1 or 2 or 3 level, the prototype level, they can apply for this scheme. Big scheme provides a funding up to 50 lakh rupees. Even the faculty members, those who have some idea, they can also go for this scheme. Next is as we all know that a lot of research and development grants are there in Department of Science and Technology. They are there to support the students as well as the faculty members. Then the TBIs, Technology Business Incubators, they also support startups and early stage companies. See, there are two types which can support, the students, faculty members, those who have just an idea. And some are there which actually support the early stage companies or those who already have a startup. Okay, so that is there to accelerate their idea acceleration program as well as the commercialization. So TBI, SIBRI, PACE, these are the scheme which is there to help the early stage companies and the startups. Okay, whereas this big scheme, EUVA scheme, lot of R&D, and this Atal Innovation also, Atal Innovation Mission, this is also the scheme which provides a lot of grants and funding support to the innovator as well as to the incubation centers. So you being an incubation center, or you being a faculty member who can seek for such kind of grant, or you can seek for apply as an incubation, you wanted to have an incubation center, so you can apply under this scheme. So like Atal Innovation Mission, you can actually apply for incubation center. For BIRAC, you can actually apply to become an incubation center, your college. Okay, your college or institution or university. Then Startup India Initiative, as we all know that Startup India Initiative is there to support the young innovators and the startup agencies. Then Nidhi is there. Nidhi is National Initiative for Developing and Harnessing Innovations. Nidhi is also managed by DST, that is Departments of Science and Technology, and it is also there to nurture, nurture ideas and innovators, and it helps in incubation, providing seed funds, and providing resources to the commercialization of your product. Then you've got ICAR, ICMR, that is Indian Council of Agriculture Research, Indian Council of Medical Research. They also have a lot of funding schemes. You just visit their websites and you can see a list of schemes which are there. Then this is the main thing, as you're all faculty members, so government schemes for faculty entrepreneurship program. Recently, government has launched faculty entrepreneurship program, which is actually there to support faculty members in higher education institutions so that they can pursue their entrepreneurial ventures. Okay. So in this, GST is New Generation Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center. So this DST calls for, you know, uh, projects related to research and innovation from the students as well as from the faculty members. So the faculty members can also go for the scheme. Apart from that, national innovation and startup policy is there, which also supports the faculties to, to develop their ideas into innovative products. Then faculty entrepreneurship development programs. So several institutions actually offers this faculty entrepreneurship development program. Also, our institution actually helps the faculty members for entrepreneurship. So these are the programs which basically focuses on faculty entrepreneurships. Now, capitalization on mission programs. You might have heard about this National Quantum Mission. The government is ready to, government has a lot of funding scheme for if you have a good idea. So a government have funding scheme for you. Okay. So you see in this National Quantum Mission, government is funding 6,000 crores, 6,000 crores. If you have a very good idea and you have a very good innovative system in quantum technology, then you can go for this scheme. Apart from that, India Semiconductor Mission. Look at the amount. Look at the amount. That is 76,000 crore rupees. Okay. And this I'm telling about India only, not abroad. So they are all there to fund fund the people, those who have a very good idea on the similar, of course, the similar fields. Then the Medical Devices and Diagnostic Mission Secretariat, they also have a lot of funding schemes and a lot of money to put on. So you need not to worry about the funds. Now you have to only think of a very good idea, and then how can you perceive your idea and how can you then go for all these funding agencies, or how you can actually apply. So the application part is very important, that how you apply for the scheme, how you can present your idea in the best possible way. After this intellectual property right, I know one complete dedicated session is going to be held on this of yours. So I'll be just discussing this because you have an idea, but what students or we also does is we discuss our ideas openly. This is even the details of it. We used to give the details of our ideas. This is this, this is that, and I'm going to modify it like this, and so that my idea can be, much better and all. So please make sure that you do not discuss it openly, especially when some knowledgeable person is in front of you. And of course, that you should not take each and every minute details of your project. If you want to discuss, if you want to have their opinion on your ideas, what you can do is you can discuss a little bit of your project, what it is all about and how it is going to benefit the society, then seek ideas from them. Okay, then seek ideas that how they can help you. They will give you ideas for sure. Okay, so for that, make sure that you have to patent your innovation. You have to patent, you can patent your idea, you can patent your prototype, you can patent your process, you can patent your technology. So before patenting, do not disclose your idea to anyone, in detail. So there are a lot of IPR, as we all know, that patent, trademark, copyright, trade secrets are there. But for this new invention and processes, what you have to do is patent. Okay. And patent filing is not a rocket science. It is very easy. You, by sitting at your place, you can file a patent, at least to the publication level. And for the grant level, of course, I think you need third party for that. So a lot of case studies are there. These are the beginnings you all have heard of, like Zomato, right? PureFit, Khata Book. So these are all the companies or the startups, Indian origin startups, I would say, those who were funded by one or the other agencies, and they were actually gone through this pre-incubation thing. So this pre-incubation actually confirms your success for startup. A lot of startups fail. We all know that one goes with an idea and just make a product and market it. Okay. And after some point of time, he understands that this idea is not feasible, not worth it, and a lot of competitors are there, and actually that idea fails. So why does it fails? Because you do not, seek for mentorship. You have not gone through this pre-incubation program where you can validate or refine your ideas. You have not developed a prototype so that other can identify it. You can get some feedbacks from it. Okay, you have not met with your industry partners. You have not done market analysis. A lot of things are there. So if you go through this pre-incubation programs, the success rate of becoming a startup and successful startup, that increases a lot. Okay, so here we see the names of Zomato, CureFit, Khata Book, and many more. So now India is focusing on tier 2 and tier 3 cities. We all come from, I think, tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Only a few of you might have from tier 1 cities. So a lot of potential is there in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So as you can see, is 22% of the $27 billion is funding received by Indian startups in 2022 went to firms in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So your Lucknow comes under, I think, tier 2 city. Ours is also tier 2 city. And 45% of the recognized startups is in India is based out of tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Okay. So now entrepreneurs is not like in earlier times, if you want to say that I wanted to be an entrepreneur, I wanted to, start my business. So people, it was not socially acceptable kind of thing. They think like, हाँ कोई जॉब वॉब नहीं मिल रही है अच्छी, पढ़ता लिखता है नहीं, बिल्कुल पता नहीं क्या कर रहा था वो, कुछ वायर वायर जोड़ रहा था, कुछ तो बना दिया उससे. तो अर्लियर जो थे वैसे उस तरीके से लोग देखते थे, बट अब ऐसा नहीं है, राइट? अभी एंटरप्रेन्योर्स और जो स्टार्टअप्स जिनका होता है, तो उनको बहुत अच्छे से लोग परसीव करते हैं. सो दैट इज देयर, दैट्स व्हाई लॉट ऑफ मशरूमिंग ऑफ स्टार्टअप्स इज आल्सो देयर. Lot of, nowadays you can connect anyone from being here. Now, as we are doing this virtual workshop, so, and any one of you can ask the questions and all that. Any one of you can take ideas from me and all. So, low infrastructure facility is required, low people cost, and better connectivity is there, and better access to better mentors are there. Okay, so this is there in the startup ecosystem. And most of all, that tier 2, tier 3 cities, basically people can address the regional challenges. If I am from Bhopal, so I can there in Bhopal in a much better way than the people sitting in Delhi or like you people sitting at Lucknow. Lucknow, you might not, understand the problems which we can face in daily life in Bhopal, right? So regional challenges can be strategically identified. That's why the tier 2 and tier 3 say India is rising. Okay, and these are some examples of the unicorns you have heard of. Card Dekho, right? Paytm, Razorpay. So these are all the examples which are not based on these top three metro cities, which is Delhi, Mumbai, or Bangalore. Other case studies like includes Flipkarts, you have all heard of course, Ola Cabs, Byju's. These are all based on early stage funding support by different ventures. And what I have actually mentioned here is the ventures which is private, private funding organizations are there. Which so a lot of private funding firms are there. If you cannot get a government fund, then go for private funding. Freshworks, Paytm, Swiggy, these are other case studies. So what is the future trends? Future trends and pre-incubation. As I've already informed, that virtual incubation platform is there. I can sit here, you can sit here, we can discuss, right? I can mentor you. You can mentor me. So this virtual platform is actually the future trend. And then the collaboration. It is not like biotechnology people will do biotechnology work, life science people or chemistry person will do chemistry work. So it is all collaborative work. So in your team also, now they suggest that look for people. If one is biotechnologist, then two biotechnologists are there, or two life science members are there. And then go for one who can do market survey analysis. So go for one commerce person. Go for a person who is good at computers. So if he is good at computers, that your filing, documentation, application process, that will be easy. So go for collaborative works and people from different fields. So that way your team strength will build. Then I'll be discussing this our BIRAC EVA scheme. And this scheme is, of course, beneficial to each and every one of you present here. So BIRAC, as you already know, that Biotechnology Industry Research Assistant Council. So it is set up by Department of Biotechnology. And as I already informed that it is not just for the biotechnology students. Any life science student, any engineering student can apply for this scheme. The only thing they require is that your idea should be translational. Translational means your idea can translate into a product, okay, or a technology. A technology can be developed. So they are not looking forward for a plain research, okay. What we people do as a PhD guide, I myself I am a PhD guide in university. So बहुत टाइम से चला आ रहा है वही जो मैंने किया था डिसअपरेटेड टॉपिक जो मेरे गाइड ने भी किया था वही सेम उसका थोड़ा चेंज करके मैंने देन थोड़ा चेंज करके थर्ड पर्सन को भी कराया जो मेरे स्टूडेंट थे ओके सो दिस इज ऑल हैपनिंग एंड व्हाट हैपेंस टू दीज रिसर्च बस एक थीसिस बांध दी हमने और देन शेल्फ पे नो यूज एट ऑल एक आधे रिसर्च पेपर पब्लिश कर दिए और उसको भी रिसर्च पेपर्स उन रिसर्च पेपर्स अगर वो उस लेवल के नहीं होते हैं या वो क्योंकि वो बहुत ही पुराना काम चला आ रहा होता है तो nobody is interested actually nobody wants this so this is actually the basic trend which we all follow in our universities and colleges so this is what is happening since years but now the time has changed so अब अगर मैं भी पीएचडी कराना चाहती हूँ तो अब मैं देखती हूँ कि इस तरीके की पीएचडी हो कि कुछ प्रोडक्ट या टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलप हो अल्टीमेटली बेनिफिट हो स्टूडेंट को अल्टीमेटली बेनिफिट हो सोसाइटी को अल्टीमेटली बेनिफिट जो है एनवायरमेंट को होना चाहिए राइट सो आर इज लाइक द ओनली युवा सेंटर आर इज लाइक युवा सेंटर दैट इज an incubation center which is set up by BIRAC So Career College Bhopal is there in central India. We are the only one. And as I've already told you that the areas covered by this scheme is wide. Okay, from healthcare to diagnostic to medical devices, vaccines, bioinformatics, AI-based solutions or applications, then waste management, clean energy, bioinformatics, industrial biotechnology, drug formulation, it covers a lot of areas. Then in this particular scheme, actually there are two categories. So one category is for the students, which is the running students, those who are already pursuing their undergraduation. Okay. So undergraduation students means the first year student, the second year students, the third year students, they are eligible for this particular scheme in this particular category. The others are BIRAC's Innovation Fellows, which is for the PG and PhD pass outs. Okay, so you being a faculty member, PG pass out or PhD pass out, you can also apply for this scheme if you have a very good idea. So in this first category of the students, of course, one student cannot actually do the whole work. So one mentor support is there. Ashish sir is very well experienced of this scheme. He was a mentor of a team and he has developed a very, very good product. And we are going to commercialize it soon. So you need to have a group of 5 students, and the students as well as the students will get the annual research grant, but apart from the annual research grant they will also be getting the quarterly stipend of 7,500 per quarter per student of the team, and the annual research grant is 2.5 lakh rupees. And the period is very limited, 12 months. Nothing फालतू का काम नहीं करना है, एकदम टू द पॉइंट काम करना है. एक पीएचडी का जो स्टूडेंट है वो भी 5 साल जबरदस्ती लगा देता है काम करने में, पूरा 1 साल वेस्ट होता है in terms of review of literature only. Then actual जो काम होता है, the experimentation work and all that requires just 1 year. That is also maximum in 1 year you can complete your work. So these students are also getting just 1 year period, and they are doing wonders in this. They are actually developing a product and technology. Then other scheme is for the PG and PhD pass out. So they are getting the annual research grant. The PhD fellows will get 5 lakh rupees and 3 lakh rupees the PG fellows will get. And the fellowship also, they will be getting the stipend of rupees 50,000 rupees per month, the PhD one, and 30,000 rupees per month the post-graduation fellow will get. So for women, good news that there is no age limit for women. So women can apply at any age, at any point of time. If you have a good idea, you can go for this scheme. Then BIRAC's Innovation Fellow for PG and PhD, the time is, or the fellowship period is 18 months. And the most important, the deliverable is that they have to have a product, they have to have an IP creation, and they have to have some technology developed. Just plain research is not their thing. Okay, so we are tied up with our Binest partner Riddle Mumbai. So we have the basic infrastructure facilities available with us, like you can see. And if you want to go for higher, kind of experiments and all, so you require different resources. So we are partnered with knowledge partner Riddle Mumbai. So they provide us with advanced research facilities. So these are some facilities which are available at Career College Bhopal. We have well-established microbiology lab with class 2 grade biosafety cabinets. We have a separate EUVA office as well as the separate scholars room, which is dedicated to the fellows. So there they can brainstorm and refine their ideas. Then we have innovation lab, molecular biology lab, plant tissue culture lab. We have major instrumentation room. Then we have distillation conference room, etc. These are all the major equipments which we have in our lab. We also have a cancer research and diagnostic center. One of our fellows, she's working on cancer organoids. We also have a ethics committee, which is affiliated by Department of Health and Research. So these are the products which are developed by our fellows. So here you can see a herbal ointment, which is a wound healing ointment, was developed by just BSc first and second year students, and it has proved to be a very good ointment because all the analysis like cell culture analysis and animal trials has already been performed. This superb product by Ashish sir. So this is herbal anti-tick spray. We all know that ticks is the major problem of our pets or animals. So they have formulated a herbal anti-tick spray which cannot harm the animal, and it is very effective. And this is the biochar. This biochar is the replacement of a charcoal and can be used in filters. It can replace the charcoal in filters, and it has health benefits also. This is nano bandages. Nano bandages also for wound healing. Nano bandages were developed by the students. And this is diuretic drug. So a lot of diuretic drugs are already there in the market, but there is a shift-based diuretic drug which has been proved to be more effective than the drug which is already there in the market at low cost. Okay, so these are some products which are developed by our fellows. So what the opportunities you are getting as the pre-incubation from the pre-incubation centers, pre-incubation space with infrastructure and equipment resources, then industry connects and partnership, technical and business mentoring, seed funding, most important, seed funding and access to follow-on fundings, then networking sessions. We organize a lot of networking sessions with the industry partners and other stakeholders, and one-on-one discussion. Not this group meeting, webinars, seminars, that too we also conduct, but one-on-one meeting is very much required. Okay, so domain specific seminars and workshop, and of course the access to national and international activities. So all of our fellows, there were 5 teams, and you will be surprised that all the team members have filed for their patent, and their patent have been already published, and 6 patents are there in our last batch. From 5 teams, we have 6 patents. And 2 is the innovation fellows are currently running. They also got 2 patents currently, and they have applied for 2 more. So this IP is very important. At BSc level, who thinks of an IP? अगर एक स्टूडेंट बीएससी फर्स्ट ईयर में सेकेंड ईयर में है और हम बीइंग मोस्ट सीनियर फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, हमारे पास 1 पेटेंट है, 2 पेटेंट है, या किसी के पास एक भी पेटेंट नहीं है, जरूरी नहीं कि हमारे पास पेटेंट हो, क्योंकि हम वो सोचते ही नहीं हमें पेटेंट कराना है अनलेस एंड अनटिल हमें पता है कि हमें नैक का एक्रेडिटेशन हमारा बढ़ाना है, या जो भी हमारे रैंकिंग फ्रेमवर्क्स होते हैं, जितनी भी हमारी असेसमेंट एजेंसीज है, तो हमें उसमें डालना है, इसलिए हम पेटेंट करना चाह रहे हैं. But these students, right from their first year, they have a patent, they have a product in their hand. This is, I think, big achievement, very, very big achievement. And these students can be your student also. These students can be you also, right? So हम किसी भी age में हो, I don't think कि हम being a teacher, हम हमेशा ही कुछ ना कुछ research तो हमारे दिमाग में चलता ही रहता है, चाहे हमें एक दिन में 4 क्लास भी लेनी हो तो भी रिसर्च तो हमारे दिमाग में चलते ही रहता है. सेम स्टूडेंट्स भी हमारे पास आते हैं, मैडम प्लीज ये वाला गाइड कर दो, वो गाइड कर दो, या इसको हम इस तरीके से कर ले, उसको हम इस तरीके से कर लें. तो वी बीइंग अ टीचर्स आल्सो, वी हैव टू थिंक in this discipline, in these disciplines of entrepreneurship, innovation, and of course incubation, if you are going to think about your institute to become a good good established incubation center. So conclusion, that of course, as I already told you, that this pre-incubation helps the students, helps the individual to actually develop their ideas to innovation. So this is idea to innovation, idea to impact. And not just innovate the product or prototype, but actually how they can earn from it, how they can go for startup, how they can commercialize their ideas or products. So I think you all are there. कोई सो तो नहीं रहा है पोस्ट लंच सेशन तो ऐसे ही होते हैं.
No, ma'am. We are very much awake.
Okay, so I have an exercise for you all. I want your engagement थोड़ा सा इस पे कि you all can see this image, right? So being you please identify some ideas कि आप इसको क्या देख रहे हैं. Please tell me. और ये मैं अपने हर lecture webinar में जरूर लेती हूँ. This is a very interesting picture. First of all, can you tell me what you see? आप क्या देख रहे हो?
Ma'am, water
Garbage.
Garbage and wastage.
Superb. Garbage,
Environmental
wastage, wastewater,
pollution.
water pollution. Okay. So can you think of some innovative ideas that how you can use these garbage, this wastewater, this how you can treat this environmental pollution?
This is dark water actually. It depends on what kind of a water waste it is being created and by which industry actually. There are many segments of this water wastage, because one is household water wastage. In India, we don't have a segregated scheme actually where we can segregate different types of waste water management. We don't have, because when we have water wastage from soap, then it has a different cadre. So there are various
Let's take it. Yeah, let's take it that it's not an industrial waste. It is just a waste nearby your area. घर के आसपास भी बहुत सारे नाले होते हैं, वो भी सब ऐसे ही होते हैं.
So
let's look at it that way. So what innovative things you can actually see? How can this garbage can be utilized?
algae, which I am given to understand that they take away all the dirt from the water, and then the water becomes drinkable. The culture of those algae can be imbibed in this water, and rest the hard trash which is available. For that, we need to have some way out, so that some barricading, so that is not thrown directly into the water, because algae won't eat away that. Even algae will die because of it, because algae also requires certain kind of oxygen or certain gases, and they also produce gases.
Right.
Though I am not a person from biotech, I am a mathematician. But still, I was making a project with a group of 2 or 3 students for treating household water waste management, and to induce the same thing into the mobiles or into the routine feed of the persons who are having that household water treatment, so that they know how much water they are wasting in what form.
So one thing madam has already informed. Ma'am, may I know your name? I cannot see you, sorry, because I'm sharing a screen.
Myself, Dr. Ruchira from Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College.
Okay, super, ma'am. So one potential idea you have. Okay, others, please. I want more ideas. This garbage is there. We can, suggest people not to throw garbage and water. Of course, we are saying this since long, but these things are happening, right? So can we utilize this garbage and can we create something out of it? The engineering people, science people, even other diverse background can also.
For garbage treatment, actually, the plastic of various microns has to be segregated first of all, because not every plastic is treatable, but the one from the bottles is treatable. From polythene, that is not exactly treatable. I guess some persons who are actually from this area, they may throw some more light. So I'll give it to them also.
Yes. What can you think of it? More products. Products I'm talking about. Products now, not the treatment. Can you utilize these products?
There is a company, I think, which is already making some way from the bottles. Mr. Modi, the Prime Minister of India, Honorable Prime Minister, he also wore a jacket made out of that plastic bottle waste treatment recently. and that
Yes, yes,
jacket was brown, light brownish in color, and it was very much in talk. So that
yes.
startup is already existing, but that is not on a very large scale. It's there somewhere in Maharashtra and Gujarat side, and they need more people on the other side of India to actually collaborate and have the same things being conducted. So this is under already the government of India, that that scheme is being run.
Yes. So I think I should also, tell you about more what you can do. And I, of course, know that you will say, yes, 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 that can be done. So, see, you know, many peoples and many startup companies actually want your garbage. They actually, use this nalas to have, or these kachadas, these garbages, they actually collect what they can make, bricks out of this waste, bricks out of the plastic waste can be formed. Okay, then you can use the fertilizers, you can prepare the fertilizers by the water which is there that has a lot of microorganism, good as well as bad, but we can isolate, we can identify algae. So these can be used as biofertilizers. Eco coal can be made, even the biofuels can be made out of it. And as the microorganisms are there and algae is there, so fish foods can also be prepared. Also, you, as you already said, that you can recycle the plastic bottle waste, okay, with the microorganisms. And one company, they actually want this water, and what they are doing, they are extracting, they have developed a technology, they are extracting gold, literally gold out of it. They have developed a technology, and that has already been patented. So minerals like magnesium, boron, fly ash, lithium, and even gold they are extracting. So a lot of potential in garbage also. Okay, so this is just one example. One more exercise I have for you. What is this?
CT scanner or MRI.
MRI.
Yes, this is an MRI machine. Okay, if you ask a child, you know, if he has to go under this MRI machine, कितना डरावना है उस बच्चे के लिए, और they rejects, even big people. हमें भी, मुझे भी इसके अंदर जाने में बहुत डर लगेगा, right? So what you can you think of some innovative idea कि इसका हम क्या करें कि बच्चे का डर खत्म हो जाए? Especially I'm talking about kids, because चलो as an adult, yes,
अच्छा गाना चला सकते हैं, छोटी छोटी राइम्स चला
super.
सकते हैं,
वेरी गुड आइडिया सर, बट जैसे वो
ऑडियो।
एंटर करेगा तो वो इतना
हाँ,
खतरनाक.
When we can change the outlook of this machine, right? We can paint it in different colors, and so
Superb,
that it looks
superb idea.
very nice.
Yeah, superb idea from madam. Please tell me your name.
Ma'am, this is Dr. Nazia Parveen from SRMS College of Engineering and Technology, Bareilly.
Okay. And sir also music play कर सकते हैं. That is also a very good idea actually. Sir, your name please.
My name is Mukund Lal, ma'am,
Okay, from?
from Hindustan College of Science and Technology, Mathura.
Okay. So as madam rightly said, see, these are some actually innovations which are available in the market, that is there for the for children. क्योंकि
बहुत
MRI
बढ़िया,
मशीन में
बहुत
कोई.
बढ़िया लग रहा है।
Yes. So see, this is so interesting. उनको लग रहा है हम स्पेस में जा रहे हैं या कुछ बहुत अच्छे मेंशन में जा रहे हैं, जैसे मैडम ने बताया कि उसको किसी तरीके से हम क्रिएटिविटी उसमें अपने दिखा सकते हैं, सो दैट कौन नहीं जाना चाहेगा इसमें अब, राइट? And this is not like some big idea. You can think of some small things. Small things make difference, you know. So I think that is all from my side. And thank you very much to all the faculty members for patiently listening to me. And I'll just stop share my screen and I am open to queries.
Participants, please ask query to the ma'am. If you have any queries, then you can free to ask.
Ma'am, I would like to know, like, your Yuva Center, does it conduct workshop in colleges, like offline workshops for
Yes,
students?
yes, yes, ma'am. Offline workshops, online workshops. We conduct orientation programs also, workshops also. And our
Okay.
programs are actually open to all because besides our fellows also, we want other students to know more about this thing. You know, they should know this entrepreneurship, incubation, innovation. They should get to know this culture.
And that's very important. So, I mean, like, if we want to conduct it in our college, so what is the procedure to send a proposal for the same?
Okay, you can, I can share my email address. You can
Okay.
write a mail to me.
Sure, 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 sure. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am, it is believed that while pitching for projects in government, we normally come to know when only 10 or 15 days are there, that certain, these are the set of areas in which you can pitch your project. And at that time, sometimes it's like students are having their exams or we are busy due to some reason or the other, and we hardly find any time, and then they just elapse. They just vanish somehow. And it's
Yes.
at least my request is that there should be some platform where at least a month or month and a half should be given so that we can think of something to write something. You need to think about it first. You just don't keep everything handy. Yeah, matlab, you just can't write a shit.
Yeah, that is there with every scheme we came to know it about. I think on the last year or 2 3 days prior only, by the end of when it is going to end. So
Matlab,
what
in
you
the
can do
last month, I
is
remember my college informed me about 2 schemes where only a week was given. And matlab, in a week, we were
right,
taking exams of the students and students were giving exams. I mean,
right. That is
how
there.
can we just
So what you can do is go for you can go for scheme which is open throughout the year. So there are a lot of schemes like the big scheme. You are from which background, ma'am?
I am actually from machine learning and mathematics background.
Okay. See, there are a lot of schemes which is open throughout the year. So you can go for that schemes. Say for
Background
example,
doesn't matter because I'm too much interested into studying things related to biology as well as to other technologies also. So it is as if when we are making certain project, we don't just stick to our background because we need to collaborate. Like for last
yes.
2 3 months, we were trying to make some medical health related app, and then it so
Okay.
happened that it was a company, it was a Google platform based app we were trying to make, but then in the middle
In
we
which
don't.
scheme? In which scheme you were applying?
It was a Google initiative, and Google launched certain topics in which you can make an app. So one of the topics was healthcare. So we were making an app based on menstruation cycles, and to
I can
address.
suggest you 2 3 schemes which you can actually apply at any point of time throughout the year. It is open. So the
Okay.
big scheme which I was telling about that open twice a year. So I think in the month of September or October it is going to open again. So and it provides the grant of 50 lakh rupees. So you
Okay.
can go for that scheme also.
Okay.
And apart from that, Pace is there. By rights, you can see Pace and Sibri scheme is also there. So that is
Okay.
also open throughout the year.
Okay. Sabri, I know that, but is there certain fixed pattern to go for those to write the proposals
See,
or?
yeah. They have a particular format, and in that
Okay.
only you have to
So
write the
it's available
proposal.
on their sites.
It is available on the web. Yeah. It is available on their websites. Always available, not on the last date. That is available on their website. So you can do your prior work. What we do is also that only that we starts, writing applications and all. And once the call is open, then we just put it.
Ma'am, sometimes it happens that we somehow we are sitting and we have certain idea, like we can do this initiative so that the society can be benefited, and we can apply that, and we want to work on it. So is there any platform from Government of India where we can pitch our idea, and if they are found worthy, then the concerned personals or the concerned the schemes can be taken up on their own by the government itself, and then we can be approached that, okay, we like this idea and you can work with us, something of the sort?
What I would suggest is, if you have an idea and if you want to if you want to ask for if it is good or not, or how you can improvise your idea, or how you can, best put it. So what you can do is, you can do some brainstorming with the related personals.
Mm.
Say, for example, the industry partners, as
Okay.
I've already informed you, even the Bionist partners like our EUA centers, Bionist partners, they have collaborations with. So you can go to them, you can put your idea to them, and then you can seek whether if they can improvise your idea, and how you can prepare your idea, or application, or your project proposal in a better way, so that it ultimately gets selected in the platform. Because once you put in the platform, or once you actually applied in the scheme, then the government is not going to tell you whether your idea is good. It will say selected or rejected.
Got it. And can we approach these personals straight away, or through college we have to approach?
You can reach all these people straight away. Also, I don't think college will have any kind of hinges in that. In fact, college want collaborators, right? We want linkages, we want MOUs.
Mm.
Every college that.
Okay.
In third criteria of NAC, this MOU linkages, because I'm also associated with NAC and other accreditation systems. So
I know,
I
because
know
even
this.
I'm part of my college NAC accreditation team.
Yeah. All of us are faculty members. We have to be a part of this accreditation system.
That's why we are all connected right now.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'll see to it if the thing can be applied and can be looked into. Thank you so
Sure.
much.
Thank you, ma'am. Any other queries from respected faculty members over here? You can approach me, or you can reach out to me. I'm unable to find the chats. Okay. I'm just writing my email address here, even my phone number. You can contact me anytime. I
Sonia
hope
Verma,
मेरा लेक्चर आप लोगों को बोर नहीं किया है, क्योंकि ये पोस्ट लंच सेशन था, तो I don't know.
No, ma'am, it was really very interesting. You kept us engaged throughout.
Thank you, ma'am. This is my email address, and my phone number. Can you see my email address and phone number? Okay. Thank you, Ashish sir, for giving this wonderful opportunity to meet such beautiful people.
anyone wants to ask anything to the ma'am, please, you can ask. Sonia Verma, you are raising your hand. If you want to ask something, then you can. Dr. Nazia Parveen, you are also raising your hand.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a query. Like my area is biomedical signal processing, particularly EEG signals. So, can you
Okay.
suggest some ideas on which I can work, like something innovative I can work upon? Bio.
Ma'am, I'm not actually related to that field, but ICMR is also giving so much of funds in medical devices, and I think you might have seen my presentation. In that,
Yes, ma'am.
a particular secretary or ministry is there which is supporting this medical and medical devices, projects. So a lot of scope
Okay.
is there. Yeah. But, on medical devices, I'm unable to suggest. Sorry.
No issues. No, I'll go through that website. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone else? I hope, ma'am, your session was very good to everyone, and there's no doubt at all. I'm thinking. So, thank you so much,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much.
I'm immensely thankful to Dr. Preeti, ma'am, for her great explanation and knowledge with us. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.